Do you want to see what the world is really like?
Yes.
I find the world a complicated place.
3.
We imagine a future.
2.
And our imaginings horrify us.
1.
Stop.
There's gonna be some changes made.
I love people so much. It's hard for me to be alone.
Bella!
I need you here.
People want to love you. You should let them love all of you.
Humans only have one ending. Ideas live forever.
Imagine knowing that you could do something that only you could do.
The world will remember this day.
Close your eyes. Now, feel.
You're so beautiful.
I know. I was just thinking that. I haven't eaten in 3 weeks. I'm so hungry. I have to go host the Oscars.
Live from the Dolby Theater at Ovation Hollywood, please welcome tonight's host, Jimmy Kimmel.
Thank you. Hi, everybody. Well, it's very kind. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for that partial standing ovation. And welcome to the 96th Oscars, everybody. Look at these beautiful human actors. What an honor it is to be here. Thank you for having me back, and congratulations to each and every one of you for making it to the Academy Awards and for making it on time. The show, as you know, is starting an hour early this year, but don't worry, it will still end very, very late. In fact, we're already 5 minutes over, and I am not joking. I'm not going to lie, it's going to be a long night after what was a long year. It was a hard year, but it was also a great year for movies, despite the fact that everything stopped. The people in this room somehow managed to come up with so many excellent films and so many memorable performances. This night is full of enormous talent and untold potential, but so was Madam Web, so who knows? Are we off to a bumpy start? Okay. This is a meaningful occasion for most of you, I know that. And I know that winning an Oscar is something you dreamed about since you were a kid. And now here we are, all dressed up, celebrating the best of the best, beginning with the biggest movie of the year, Barbie. Barbie was a monster hit. What a thing. What an achievement to take a plastic doll nobody even liked anymore. I mean, my wife, before this movie, you'd have had a better chance of getting my wife to buy our daughter a pack of Marlboro Reds than a Barbie doll. Now Barbie's a feminist icon thanks to Greta Gerwig, who many believe deserved to be nominated for Best Director. Hold on a second. I know you're clapping, but you're the ones who didn't vote for her, by the way. Don't act like you had nothing to do with this. And I don't want to leave out Margot Robbie. Margot put this giant hit together. She did. Margot Robbie and Ryan Gosling are here tonight. Look, kids, it's Barbie and Ken sitting just near each other. Ryan and Margot, I want you to know that even if neither one of you wins an Oscar tonight, you've both already won something much more important, the genetic lottery. Ryan, you are so hot. Let's go camping together and not tell our wives. And then we have the other major box office winner this year, Oppenheimer, directed by the great Christopher Nolan, also a very attractive man. And this is a fascinating person. Christopher Nolan doesn't have a smartphone, he doesn't use email, and he writes his scripts on a computer with no internet connection, which is a powerful way of saying, I will not allow my porn addiction to get in the way of my work. Christopher is joined by his longtime collaborator, Cillian Murphy, who is just wonderful. Cillian is... Interesting fact about his name, it's pronounced Cillian when he does drama. When he does comedy, it's Cillian. And congratulations to Cillian's co-star, Robert Downey Jr., who is... This is the highest point of Robert Downey Jr.'s long and illustrious career. Well, one of the highest points. But Robert has been a... Was that too on the nose, or was that a drug motion you made? Well, look at him. I mean, look at this guy. He's so handsome, so talented. He's won every award there is to win. Is that an acceptance speech in your pocket, or do you just have a very rectangular penis? What a story. Not even 20 years ago, things weren't going that great for Robert. He played the villain, and correct me if I have this wrong, in a movie where Tim Allen turns into a dog, right? And if you ever decide to remake that film, I have just the guy to play Tim Allen. That is, where is he? Messi, who, even though he's a dog, may have given the performance of the year in Anatomy of a Fall. Messi has an overdose scene. If you've seen it, you know it is incredible. Honestly, I haven't seen a French actor eat vomit like that since Gérard Depardieu. The second most nominated movie of the year is Poor Things, directed by Yorgos Lanthimos. There he is. Not only is Yorgos nominated for Best Director, his editor, whose name is also Yorgos Mavropsaridis, is nominated too. We have two Yorgoses in the house tonight. Will they both win? Yorgos is as good as mine. All right, let's get 20 seconds for room tone. Emma Stone is an Oscar nominee for a fifth time, right? The fifth time. And she is, Emma, you're so unbelievably great in Poor Things. Emma played an adult woman with the brain of a child, like the lady who gave the rebuttal to the State of the Union on Thursday night. And you were just amazing. There were so many great movies that held audiences captive this year. And I mean that literally. Your movies were too long this year. The average length of the top 10 movies was 2 hours and 23 minutes. That's up 30 minutes from 3 years ago. When I went to see Killers of the Flower Moon, I had my mail forwarded to the theater. Killers of the Flower Moon is so long, in the time it takes you to watch it, you could drive to Oklahoma and solve the murders yourself. The multi-talented Bradley Cooper is here with us tonight. He's got another Best Picture nominee with Maestro. Bradley, you brought your mom to the show tonight. Hi, Mrs. Cooper. How are you? You doing good? Great. Bradley brings his mother to every award show, right? She was dated last year at the Oscars. Okay, but and the Tonys and the Soul Train Awards, etc. It's very sweet, but I guess the question is, how many times can one bring his mom as his date before he is actually dating his mom? Are you working on a movie about Freud right now and not telling us? Here's some fun Oscar trivia. 48 years ago, Robert De Niro and Jodie Foster were nominated for Taxi Driver, and they are both nominated again tonight. 1976 was the year. I mean, that's pretty crazy. In 1976, Jodie Foster is young enough to be Robert De Niro's daughter. Now she's 20 years too old to be his girlfriend. I also want to congratulate Robert's co-star Lily Gladstone, who is the first Native American ever to be nominated for Best Actress, and for Killers of the Flower Moon. And if you saw it, you know that it was riveting. And did you know that before she got this movie, Lily was ready to quit acting and take a job at the Department of Agriculture tracking murder hornets, right? Yeah. And now she's nominated for an Oscar, which is so great for her, but also makes me worried that no one's tracking these murder hornets. Lily is an excellent company. We have many first-time acting nominees tonight, including Emily Blunt, Jeffrey Wright, Sterling K. Brown, America Ferrera, Danielle Brooks, Coleman Domingo, Davine Joy Randolph, and Sandra Hüller. For the first time ever, 3 foreign language films are up for Best Picture, and 2 of them star Sandra Hüller, which is, Sandra, 2 movies. Sandra plays a woman on trial for murdering her husband in Anatomy of a Fall, and a Nazi housewife living next to Auschwitz in the Zone of Interest. And while these are very heavy subjects for American moviegoers, in Sandra's native Germany, they're called rom-coms. For the first time in more than 2 decades, we're adding a new category to the Oscars. Not tonight, don't worry. In the future, they will be adding an Oscar for achievement in casting, which, yeah, you better applaud for that. And that is great news for actors, because now not only will you be able to watch someone else win an Oscar for a part you didn't get, you will also be able to watch the person who didn't think you were right for it win one too. What a year we've had. It was a tough year. Remember that kid from The Fabelmans? This is what he looks like now. Very good to have you here, Stephen. Stephen, are you nominated tonight, or are you here because you have season tickets? Stephen and his wife, Kate Capshaw, donated a lot of money to help actors and writers who were out of work over the summer. We were on strike for a long time, for 148 days. For 5 months, this group of writers, actors, directors, the people who actually make the film said, we will not accept a deal. Well, not the directors, you guys folded immediately, but the rest of us said we will not accept the deal without protections against artificial intelligence. And as a result, actors no longer have to worry about getting replaced by AI. Thanks to this historic agreement, actors are now able to go back to worrying about being replaced by younger, more attractive people. And I think that's great. And writers, could AI have written Transformers: Rise of the Beasts? Yes, the answer is yes. We learned a lot while we were out on those picket lines. The strike raised existential questions about our industry, like if a movie premieres at the Grove and there are no actors there to promote it, does Mario Lopez make a sound? And now that the strike is over, now that Fran Drescher has returned to her volunteer work, reading loudly to the hearing impaired, we can be proud of the fact that this long and difficult work stoppage taught us that this very strange town of ours, as pretentious and superficial as it can be, at its heart is a union town. It's not just a bunch of heavily Botoxed, Hailey Bieber smoothie drinking, diabetes prescription abusing, gluten-sensitive Nepo babies with perpetually shivering chihuahuas. This is a coalition of strong, hardworking, mentally tough American laborers, women and men who would 100% for sure die if we even had to touch the handle of a shovel. But the reason we were able to make a deal is because of the people who rallied beside us. So before we celebrate ourselves, let's have a very well-deserved round of applause for the people who work behind the scenes, the Teamsters, the truck drivers, the lighting crew, sound, camera, gaffers, grip. That's right. All the people who refused to cross the picket line, there they are. If you're wearing Skechers to the Oscars, take a bow. Come on, guys, take a bow. Take a bow. You deserve it. Thank you for standing with us. And also, we want you to know that in your upcoming negotiation, we will stand with you, too. And also, I'm going to make sure this show goes really long tonight so you get a ton of overtime. It's golden time, everybody. Should we give out some Oscars? All right, we have surprises planned for each of the acting categories tonight. 5 surprises, in fact, and we're going to kick it off with the Oscar for Actress in a Supporting Role.
The Oscar goes to
Mary Steenburgen,
Lupita Nyong'o,
Jamie
Rita Moreno,
Regina King.
So I am thrilled to be back on this stage to present this year's Best Supporting Actress Oscar, and I am beyond proud to be able to talk about one of my besties. So in Nyad, Jodie Foster brings a physical intensity coupled with deep concern and care as Bonnie Stoll to Diana Nyad's fierce best friend, motivator, and serious ass kicker. And speaking from personal experience, all of those qualities are very real about Jodie as well. There is no one you would rather have your back than the multi-talented Jodie Foster.
In the last moments of Oppenheimer, Emily Blunt's character, Kitty Bissering Oppenheimer, refuses to shake the offered hand of the man who betrayed her husband. Though it was years later, her eyes had lost none of their fury. If you saw only that extraordinary moment, you would know why Emily Blunt is nominated tonight. Emily, I am so proud to be your friend, and I am shaking my head in wonder at the beautiful, heartbreaking, and hell-bent depths that you braved to play Kitty Oppenheimer.
When we meet Mary in the cafeteria in the Holdovers, we can feel the unspoken grief simmering under her surface. Devine, my friend, your performance is tribute to those who have helped others heal in spite of their own pain. It's also tribute to your grandmother, whose glasses you wore in the film. What an honor to see the world through her eyes and yours.
America. America. Your powerful Barbie monologue is perhaps the most talked about moment in the most talked about movie of the past year. Your words and the passion with which you delivered them about the most impossible standards females must try to live up to, galvanized not only women, but everyone with a pulse. America, from one woman to another, congratulations on your tour de force.
Danielle Brooks. When you were 15 and saw The Color Purple on Broadway with your father, a spark ignited in you, and that spark brought you here today. From making your Broadway debut 10 years later as Sophia to almost 10 years after that, giving this transcendent performance on the big screen, where we don't just see Sophia's strength, but we see her vulnerability as well. You have earned this full circle moment, my friend.
And the Oscar goes to Devine Stoll.
This is the first Oscar win and nomination for Devine Joy Reynolds.
God is so good. God is so good. You know, I didn't think I was supposed to be doing this as a career. I started off as a singer, and my mother said to me, go across that street to that theater department. There's something for you there. And I thank my mother for doing that. I thank you to all the people who have stepped in my path and has been there for me, who has ushered me and guided me. I am so grateful to all you beautiful people out here. For so long, I've always wanted to be different. And now I realize I just need to be myself. And I thank you. I thank you for seeing me. Ron Van Loo, I thank you. When I was the only black girl in that class, when you saw me and you told me I was enough, and when I told you I don't see myself, you said, that's fine. We're going to forge our own path. You're going to lay a trail for yourself. I am so grateful to all the women who have been by my side, Colleen Camp, Barbara Broccoli, Tracy Brennan, Sarah Fargo. I have to give a special shout out to my publicist. And I know y'all said don't say nothing about no publicist, but you don't have a publicist like I have a publicist. You have been by my side through the entire thing, and I am forever grateful. I pray to God that I get to do this more than once. I thank you for seeing me. Have a blessed night. Thank you so much.
By the way, congratulations to Davine Joy Randolph. That was, you got your Oscar. Very sweet. Beautiful speech. You know, you forgot to mention your publicist's name. I think your publicist needs a publicist, is what it is. Yeah. Okay. Okay, you shouldn't have to pay for the rest of the year, at least. Great story about Davine. Davine had to learn how to smoke for her role in The Holdovers. Her director, Alexander Payne, mailed her boxes of fake cigarettes so she could practice, but she didn't think the fake ones looked right? So she started smoking real cigarettes, and now she has an Oscar. You see, kids, sometimes smoking is fine. And by the way, I do want to say, for those of you who do not win an Oscar, I need you to stick around after the show. We'll be giving out the silver Oscars for second place after an all-new Abbott Elementary, so please stay. Our next awards are for animated feature and animated short. Raise your hand if you let your kid fill out this part of the ballot. Okay, good, it is not allowed. Please welcome the God of Thunder and Princess Peach, Chris Hemsworth and Anya Taylor-Joy.
The great artist can come from anywhere. That's all it is, a leap of faith.
Here are the nominees for Best Animated Feature.
The Boy and the Heron, Hayao Miyazaki and Toshio Suzuki. Elemental, Peter Sohn and Denise Ream. Nimona, Nick Bruno, Troy Quayne, Karen Ryan and Julie Zachary. Robot Dreams, Pablo Verge, Ibon Comensana, Ignacio Stape and Sandra Tapia Diaz. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, Ken Powers, Justin K. Thompson, Phil Lord, Christopher Miller and Amy Pascal.
All right, and the Oscar goes to The Boy and the Heron.
The Boy and the Herons, Hayao Miyazaki and Toshio Suzuki could not be here with us tonight, so we accept this Oscar on their behalf.
Congratulations.
Really? The Boy and the Heron people couldn't make it? I mean, I could see maybe the boy not showing up, but the heron should be here. Our next Oscars are for Best Original and Adapted Screenplay, which is actually a controversial category this year, because a lot of people want to know, at what age do you tell a screenplay it was adapted? Our next presenters have been best friends for almost 30 years, and that all ends tonight. Please welcome two-time Oscar nominee Melissa McCarthy and Oscar winner Octavia Spencer.
Original screenplays and adapted screenplays are cut from the same cloth. They're similar, yet they remain unique. Yet, each art form maintains its individual characteristics.
It's kind of like us, right? I mean, we do our own things, we also do our things together. We're like the Chippendale of showbiz, right?
Chippendale?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see us as the lycra pant pelvic thrust types.
Well, speak for yourself, but what are you talking about? I said Chippendale.
You said Chippendale.
No, I'm saying Chippendale. Chip in, comma, Dale, and you're saying Chippendales.
Oh, because I thought you were saying Chippendales. Chippendales.
Well, usually I am saying Chippendales, but not now, because that would be weird.
Yeah. Why don't we just read what the brilliant writers wrote for us?
Oh my God! Look, there's a script on the thing,
and it has my name up there. Look at it.
Oh, it's in yellow.
Yes. To make a script really come to life, the writer must not only capture the audience's hearts,
but simultaneously entertain and surprise. Wow,
Yeah.
that is better when it's
Much
written.
better.
It's better written.
Much better.
It's better written, guys.
Much better written. Here are the nominees for Best Original Screenplay.
Anatomy of a Fall, screenplay by Justine Triet and Arturo Arari.
You're not a victim. Not at all. Your generosity conceals something dirtier and meaner.
The Holdovers, written by David Hemmingson.
I can't fail this class. Oh, don't sell yourself short, Mr. Coates. I truly believe that you can.
Maestro, written by Bradley Cooper and Josh Singer.
Yeah, I slept with both your parents. Too much, isn't it? Too much. I love too much. What can I say? But I'm reining it in. I'm reining it in!
May December, screenplay by Sammy Birch, story by Sammy Birch and Alex Mechanic.
Insecure people are very dangerous, aren't they? I'm secure.
Past Lives, written by Celine Song.
네가 내 인생에서 그냥 사라졌는데 내가 널 확 다시 찾았지.
And the Oscar goes to Anatomy of a Fall.
This is the first Oscar win for Justine Triet and Arturo Harari. Justine Triet is also nominated for directing Anatomy of a Fall.
Okay. Thank you so much. Wow. It will help me through my midlife crisis, I think. This is a crazy year. Anyway, this glamour tonight contrasts slightly with with what it started before. We were stuck in a house with 2 kids. It was a lockdown, and we hooked them up to cartoons to have peace. And yeah, there is no line, I think, between work and diapers.
And then along came 2 other people, a woman and a man, the producers Marie-Ange Luciani and David Thion. And yeah, and they actually, that's when things got a little crazy. It was like mixed doubles ping pong played by Nurik, French nerd or something. And but there was nothing between us or above us, only total independence and freedom, and that's the only way we could make that film. So that's for that.
I want to thank all the cast, of course, Sandra, Swan, Milo, Antoine, all the cast for what you did on set. You killed the script on set, and that's what that's the best for writers, for directors. Thank you so much. Thank you. It's such an honor. Thank you.
Oh, it's me. It's you. Here are the nominees for Adapted Screenplay. American Fiction, written for the screen by Cord Jefferson, based upon the novel Erasure by Percival Everett.
Has seeing a dead body ever become normal?
I don't know. I haven't seen many.
Really?
I'm a plastic surgeon if I'm looking at a corpse and something went very awry.
The Zone of Interest, written by Jonathan Glazer, based on the novel by Martin Amis.
Die Juden sind da drüben hinter der Mauer. Das sind Mädchen aus dem Dorf. Sagt Oma guten Tag.
Oppenheimer, written for the screen by Christopher Nolan, based on the book American Prometheus, The Triumph and Tragedy of J. Robert Oppenheimer, by Kai Bird and Martin J. Sherwin.
Algebra's like sheet music. The important thing isn't can you read music, it's can you hear it. Can you hear the music, Robert?
Yes, I can.
Barbie, written by Greta Gerwig and Noah Baumbach, based on Barbie by Mattel.
I'm just so tired of watching myself and every single other woman tie herself into knots so that people will like us.
Poor Things, screenplay by Tony McNamara, based upon the novel by Alistair Gray.
It is your body, Bella Baxter. Yours to give freely.
I generally charge 30 francs.
Well, that seems low.
And the Oscar goes to American Fiction.
This is the first Oscar win and second nomination this year for Cord Jefferson, who is also nominated as part of the producing team of American Fiction.
My God. Look, thank you so much. Thank you so much. This means the world to me. Thank you so much to the Academy. Thank you so much to everybody who worked on the film. I've been talking a lot about how many people passed on this movie and discussing it, and I worry that sometimes sounds vindictive, and I don't want to be vindictive. I'm not a vindictive person anymore. I've worked very hard to not be vindictive anymore, and it's more a plea. It's a plea to acknowledge and recognize that there are so many people out there who want the opportunity that I was given. And this is I understand that I only got 6 seconds, please. I understand that this is a risk-averse industry. I get it. But $200 million movies are also a risk, you know? And it doesn't always work out, but you take the risk anyway. And instead of making one $200 million movie, try making 20 $10 million movies. Or 50, right? 50 $4 million movies. Like, you can, there are so many people, I just feel so much joy being here. I felt so much joy making this movie, and I want other people to experience that joy, and they are out there, I promise you. The next Martin Scorsese's out there, the next Greta's out there, both Gretas, the next Christopher Nolan's out there, I promise you. They just want a shot, and we can give them one, and this has changed my life. Thank you all who worked on this movie for trusting a 40-year-old black guy who'd never directed anything before. It has changed my life. Thank you. I love you all. Thank you so much.
welcome Dwayne Johnson and Bad Bunny.
El arte del cine es un lenguaje universal que habla a los hilos que nos unen juntos.
Beautifully said. You see, he's not such a bad bunny. Happy birthday, brother.
Gracias. Thank you.
International films enrich our cultural understanding by broadening our perspectives of the world and each other. Here are the nominees for International Feature Film.
From Italy, Io Capitano, directed by Matteo Garrone. From Japan, Perfect Days, directed by Wim Wenders. From Spain, Society of the Snow, directed by J.A. Bayona. From Germany, The Teacher's Lounge, directed by Ilker Çatak. From the United Kingdom, The Zone of Interest, directed by Jonathan Glazer.
And the Oscar goes to The Zone of Interest.
This is the third nomination for the United Kingdom. The Zone of Interest is the 9th non-English language film to be nominated for both International Feature Film and Best Picture in the same year.
Thank you so much. I'm going to read, I'm afraid. Thank you to the Academy for this honor, and to our partners A24, Film for Access, and the Polish Film Institute, to the Auschwitz-Birkenau State Museum for their trust and guidance, to my producers, actors, collaborators. All our choices were made to reflect and confront us in the present, not to say, look what they did then, rather look what we do now. Our film shows where dehumanization leads at its worst. It shaped all of our past and present. Right now, we stand here as men who refute their Jewishness and the Holocaust being hijacked by an occupation which has led to conflict for so many innocent people. Whether the victims of October the 7th in Israel, or the ongoing attack on Gaza, all are victims of this dehumanization. How do we resist? Alexandra Bistron Kolodziejczak, the girl who glows in the film as she did in life, chose to. I dedicate this to her memory and her resistance. Thank you.
You guys all right? You're hanging in? Everybody okay? Apparently, a lot of people watching at home are just turning it on, and they're upset because they thought the show started at 5 o'clock like it usually does. So anyway, the producers and I just talked, and we think the best thing to do is to start the show over again. So let's take it from the top, everybody. Take it at one. No, we're not. You know, we're like an hour and a half into the show. If this was an AMC theater, the movie would just be starting right now. Our next category is for actor in a supporting role, and we have a whole bunch of Oscar winners to support it. Please welcome your best supporting actors.
And the Oscar goes to Sam Rockwell,
Tim Robbins,
Christoph Waltz,
Mahershala Ali,
It is an honor for us to be here to pay tribute to the nominees for actor in a supporting role. Sterling, I know yours has been a long journey to get to this night. I can relate. And I'm so happy that you're finally being recognized by your peers. Your performance in American Fiction is extraordinary and transformative. And I am in awe. The magic you bring on screen, it's outmatched only by the magic of who you are as a person.
There are actors. And then there are actors who don't drop character until the DVD commentary. I'm talking about Robert Downey Jr. That dude. Susan's husband. He could be Iron Man. He could be every man. He always goes above and beyond. 30 years ago, as Chaplin, he learned how to play the violin left-handed. Who does that? Seriously. It's obnoxious. And now in Oppenheimer, he steals scenes from Albert Einstein and the atomic bomb. I love him. You love him. We couldn't be happier for his third Oscar nom for his amazing portrayal as Louis Strauss.
In the course of his brilliant career, Robert De Niro has teamed with Martin Scorsese to bring us a wide range of uniquely complicated villains. His latest performance in Killers of the Flower Moon delivers a different type of evil, not of a mobster or a psychotic loner, but of a businessman consumed by greed and his lust for power. Mr. De Niro, in an Oscar-worthy performance, gives us, should be winning, gives us a reminder of the heart of darkness within our ancestral blood. Congratulations to an acting legend.
It's not really new that certain male behavior looks like the inferiority complex of a plastic doll in a cardboard box. But it's something easy to ridicule. So why then do we admire Ryan Gosling's Ken so much? Because Ryan's portrayal of Ken allows us to, yeah, I admit it, to connect. Not because it's ridiculous, but because it is funny, intelligent, hugely entertaining, and ultimately poignant and deserving of empathy. To experience all that is exactly what we go to the movies for.
Mark Ruffalo.
Over 3 decades, you have captivated us with your versatility, from drama to comedy to action. You've defied categorization, and we wouldn't have it any other way. Your appetite for challenges is unmatched, exemplified by your portrayal of Duncan Wedderburn in Poor Things, which has rightfully earned you this nomination. And beyond your talent, Mark, you're simply a wonderful human being. Thank you.
And the Oscar goes to Robert Downey Jr.
This is the first Oscar win for Robert Downey Jr. and his 3rd nomination.
Thank you. Thanks, Sam. Thanks, fellas. That's amazing. You only flubbed 1 line. I'd like to thank my terrible childhood and the Academy, in that order. I'd like to thank I'm a veterinarian, I meant wife, Susan Downey over there. She found me a snarling rescue pet, and you love me back to life. That's why I'm here. Thank you. Here's my little secret. I needed this job more than it needed me. Chris knew it. Emma made sure that she surrounded me with one of the great casts and crews of all time, Emily, Killian, Matt Damon, Blunt. It was fantastic, and I stand here before you a better man because of it. You know, what we do is meaningful, and the stuff that we decide to make is important. So back to my publicist. My agent, Philip Raskin, is here, and Andrew Dunlap, my den mother, Joy Feely. Thank you very much. I'm going to thank my stylist in case no one else does. Thanks, Erica. Thank you very much. And I'm just going to say this. My entertainment lawyer, Tom Hansen, of 40 years, the half of which he spent trying to get me insured and bailing me out of the hoosecow. Thanks, bro. Avery Exton Indio, this one's for you.
Look what I got off Ryan Gosling's body. We'll start the bidding at $10,000. Oh, Bradley Cooper's mother, yes, you say... No, this is going home with me. Sorry, ladies. Here to present the Oscars for Outstanding Original Score and Song, please welcome Ariana Grande and 2-time Oscar nominee Cynthia Erivo.
To present the Oscar for Original Song and Original Score. A great movie song can set the mood, reveal something about a character, and help us tell a story.
And a great film score can even leave a handprint on our hearts forever. It can ignite wonder and astonishment, make us feel sadness and longing, and can even transport us to new worlds.
Or somewhere over the rainbow where the dreams that you dare to dream really do come true.
Oh, how wickedly subtle of you.
I do try. And now, here are the nominees for Original Score.
American Fiction by Laura Cartman. Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny by John Williams. Killers of the Flower Moon by Robbie Robertson. Oppenheimer by Ludwig Göransson. Poor Things by Justin Vendricks.
And the Oscar goes to Oppenheimer, Ludwig Göransson.
This is a second Oscar win and third nomination for Ludwig Göransson, who took home his first Oscar in this category for Black Panther.
Wow. Thank you, Christopher Nolan and Emma Thomas, for inviting me on this incredible world. Christopher Nolan, it was your idea to use the violin in the score, and it allowed me to work and collaborate with my wonderful wife and acclaimed violinist, Serena Göransson. We were recording at night, and we were rushing to go home and put our kids, Apollo and Romeo, down to bed. But the result of that was amazing, and it really set a really nice tone for the film of that performance. Teresa Stanislav, Jake Brown, Chris Vogel, Anthony Parther, Alyssa Park, thank you for making the music sound great. And to my parents up there, thank you for giving me guitars and drum machines instead of video games. Thank you.
All night, you've seen performances of this year's nominated songs. And now it's time for the award.
And the Oscar goes to Billie Eilish and Phineas.
This is the second Oscar win and second nomination for Billie Eilish and Phineas O'Connell. The siblings took home their first Oscar for the song No Time to Die.
I had a nightmare about this last night. Thank you so much to the Academy. I feel like I just didn't think this would happen. I was not expecting this. I feel so incredibly lucky and honored. Thank you to Greta. Where did you go? I love you. Thank you for this. I'm just grateful for this song and for this movie and the way that it made me feel. And this goes out to everyone who was affected by the movie and how incredible it is. And I want to thank my team and my parents. I love you guys so much.
Thank you, Paul Wachter. Thank you, Enon Kreitz. Thank you, Mark and Andrew, for making the song with us. Thank you to everybody. Yes, Margot, of course, Lucky Chap, Tom. Thank you to our parents forever and ever and ever. Thank you to my best friends, David and Rat, for listening to all my music. Thank you to Claudia for listening to all my music.
I want to thank my best friend Zoe for playing Barbies with me growing up and being by my side forever. I want to thank my dance teachers growing up. I want to thank my choir teachers, Miss Brigham. Thanks for believing in me. Miss T, you didn't like me, but you were good at your job. And thank you to the Academy.
Thank you, Joe Marinelli. I love you. We've only got 4 awards left, which shouldn't take long, and yet it will. But first, it's time to find out who will be named Best Actor and what a lineup we've assembled to present here with the Oscar for Best Actor. Please welcome all 5 original members of NSYNC.
Kingsley.
Forrest Whitaker.
We're here to speak about the great talent of this year's 5 nominees for actor in a leading role. When you see Jeffrey Wright in a film, you instantly know it's going to be good because he's so good. Jeffrey, in American Fiction, you are funny and furious and flawed and empathetic. And for the way that you elevate the craft, we're indebted to you.
The greats go above and beyond in their commitment to a role, just as Daniel Day-Lewis stayed in character as Lincoln. This past year, Paul Giamatti was so committed that for the character to have a lazy eye, he wore a soft contact lens during the entire shoot, which made him blind in that eye while filming. Would I have done that? Hell yes. But the point is, you did do it, Paul. And you were brilliant again. Bravo.
A modern-day Renaissance man. Nothing better describes you, sir, Mr. Bradley Cooper, who wrote, directed, produced, and acted in his latest film, Maestro. From the script to the screen, Bradley takes a transformative journey into becoming Leonard Bernstein, bringing to life all the character, charisma, and complex brilliance of an American icon. Congratulations.
Cillian Murphy. He accepted the leading role of Oppenheimer before even reading the script, which must have taken much courage and trust, or simple chutzpah. Either way, the performance is masterful, endowing his portrayal with layers of humanity, whilst his character created something inhuman. It's riveting to watch. My congratulations.
Coleman, when I first worked with you, over a decade ago, I saw that you were bold, brilliant, and bound for greatness. It's been exciting to watch you light up the screen over the years, most recently with your truly inspired portrayal of civil rights leader Bayard Rustin. Coleman, your genius as an actor illuminates the genius of an angelic troublemaker who's nearly buried in the history books. Thankfully, Justin is getting his due, as are you, Coleman Domingo.
And the Oscar goes to Cillian Murphy.
This is the first Oscar win and nomination for Cillian Murphy.
I'm a little overwhelmed. Thank you to the Academy. Chris Nolan and Emma Thomas, it's been the wildest, most exhilarating, most creatively satisfying journey you've taken me on over the last 20 years. I owe you more than I can say. Thank you so much. Every single crew member, every single cast member on Oppenheimer, you guys carried me through. All my fellow nominees, I remain in awe of you guys, truly. I want to thank my incredible team. Big shout out to Craig Banky, Brendan Murphy, Brendan Murphy, Mary Murphy, Yvonne McGuinness, my partner in life and art, my two boys, Malachy and Aaron, who are sitting up there. I love you so much. And I'm a very proud Irishman standing here tonight, so... You know, we made a film about the man who created the atomic bomb, and for better or for worse, we're all living in Oppenheimer's world, so I would really like to dedicate this to the peacemakers everywhere. On
the 30th anniversary for its win for Best Picture, please welcome the Academy Award-winning director of Schindler's List, Steven Spielberg.
At their very best, films can do more than entertain us. They can open our hearts to each other, they can show us ourselves, and they can shine a light on where we've been and make us think about where we are going. We are so fortunate that this has been a great and eclectic year for movies and a tribute to all the places these 5 nominated directors have taken the entire world.
Justine Triet, Anatomy of a Fall. Martin Scorsese, Killers of the Flower Moon. Christopher Nolan, Oppenheimer. Yorgos Lanthimos, Poor Things. Jonathan Glazer, The Zone of Interest.
And the Oscar goes to Christopher Nolan, Oppenheimer.
This is the first Oscar win and 8th nomination for Christopher Nolan. He received his first nomination for his Memento screenplay.
There are so many people who've dragged me up here. Universal Studios, Donna Langley, thank you for seeing the potential in this. Kai Bird and Martin Schoen, thank you for the 25 years you put into the book that this film is based on. I have so many people to thank. The most incredible cast, Matt Damon, Robert, Emily, Florence, so many others, all at the top of their game, led by the incredible Cillian Murphy. And a crew, some of whom have been rewarded tonight. I can't say enough about the incredible crew that we got together on this film. Thank you to Chuck Roven for putting the book in my hands. And thank you for those who've been there for me and believed in me my whole career. Dan, Michael, my brother Jonah, my family, and the incredible Emma Thomas, producer of all our films and all our children. I love you. and to the Academy, just to say, movies are just a little bit over 100 years old. I mean, imagine being there 100 years into painting or theater. We don't know where this incredible journey is going from here, but to know that you think that I'm a meaningful part of it means the world to me. Thank you very much.
Jennifer Lawrence.
Michelle Yeoh.
Charlize Theron.
Jessica Lange.
It's an honor for us to present the award for actress in leading roles. The amazing Sandra Hüller is nominated for her role in Anatomy of a Fall as a woman accused of killing her husband. At the heart of this powerful performance is how Sandra maintains a certain ambiguity throughout, as if her character is capable of committing that crime. And here we are, Oscar night, and I still don't know if she did it.
Curious as a puppy and hungry as a bear, Emma Stone's brilliant Bella is unhinged, uninhibited, and completely original. With the fearlessness of a toddler, she awkwardly steps into the world, awakening into her body and the sensations of being alive without boundaries. It is an unforgettable and endearing character, created by an actor who is always surprising, who refuses to be categorized, and like Bella, is completely original. Bravo, Em.
Lily, you are the soul of Killers of the Flower Moon. Every second of your performance as Molly Burkhart is imbued with the plight, resilience, and spirit of the Osage people. Your advocacy offset is a powerful display of dedication and leadership, illuminating and helping us reconcile one of the darkest parts of our country's history. Congratulations. Annette. I've never been stung by a jellyfish. But seeing you endure it multiple times made me feel like I had. Watching you portray Diane Nayed is an intense sensory experience. You can taste the salt water, feel the sunburn, and relate to the relentless determination. Your work is a beautiful illustration of how to navigate the waves in the ocean and in life.
In Maestro, Carey Mulligan radiates as Leonard Bernstein's wife, Felicia. Shining a piercing light on their complicated yet enduring love. But this level of excellence is the norm for Carey. For in every role she takes on, she infuses it with a unique humanity. Without this spectacular performance, Maestro would not have been the movie it became. Carey, you are so deserving of this honor.
And the Oscar goes to Emma Stone.
This is the second Oscar win and fifth nomination for Emma Stone. She took home her first Oscar for her leading performance in La La Land. She is the second woman to be nominated for acting and Best Picture for the same film.
My dress is broken. I think it happened during I'm Just Ken. I'm pretty sure. Oh boy, this is really overwhelming. Sorry, okay. And my voice is also a little gone. Whatever. The women on the stage, you are all incredible, and the women in this category. Sandra, Annette, Carrie, Lily, I share this with you. I am in awe of you, and it has been such an honor to do all of this together. I hope we get to keep doing more together. I don't know what I'm saying. Oh my God, I'm totally, okay. The other night, I was panicking, as you can kind of see, happens a lot, that maybe something like this could happen, and Yorgos said to me, please take yourself out of it. And he was right, because it's not about me. It's about a team that came together to make something greater than the sum of its parts. And that is the best part about making movies, is all of us together. And I am so deeply honored to share this with every cast member, with every crew member, with every single person who poured their love and their care and their brilliance into the making of this film. And Yorgo, thank you for the gift of a lifetime in Bella Baxter. I am forever thankful for you. Thank you for inviting all of us to be members of this team. Thank you. And I know I have to wrap up, but I really just want to thank my family, my mom, my brother, Spencer, my dad, my husband, Dave. I love you so much. And most importantly, my daughter, who's going to be 3 in 3 days and has turned our lives technicolor. I love you bigger than the whole sky, my girl. So thank you so much. Don't look at the back of my dress. Thank you.
Guys, make sure we tear up that envelope so there's no confusion with the Best Picture. Hi, everyone. I was just, you know, doing this show is not about me, and I appreciate you having me. It's really about you and Emma and all these great actors and actresses and filmmakers. But I was told we have like an extra minute, and I'm really proud of something. I was wondering if I could share it with you. I just got a review, and has there ever been a worse host than Jimmy Kimmel at the Oscars? His opening was that of a less-than-average person trying too hard to be something which he is not and never can be. Get rid of Kimmel and perhaps replace him with another washed-up but cheap ABC talent, George Slopanopoulos. He would make everybody on stage look bigger, stronger, and more glamorous. Blah, blah, blah. Make America great again. Okay, now, see if you can guess which former president just posted that on Truth. Anyone? No? Well, thank you, President Trump. Thank you for watching. I'm surprised you're still watching. Isn't it past your jail time? It's focused on the important stuff for sure. Before we give out the final award, did anyone not get a chance to give a speech? We do have some time if you have anything you want to say. Just line up right here, and we'll make sure everybody gets a chance to talk. Now, to present our final award of the evening, and to commemorate the 50th anniversary of The Godfather Part 2, a man who created some of the most iconic characters in movie history. He's an Oscar winner and a 9-time nominee, and we are so glad he was able to find a sitter so he could be here tonight. With the award for Best Picture, please welcome Al Pacino.
My friend, thank you. I don't know. Did I do some Shakespeare now? I think is in order, right? To be. No, I'm not going to do it. No. Sorry. Well, this is the time for the last award of the evening. And it's my honor to present it. 10 wonderful films were nominated, but only one will take the award for Best Picture. And I have to go to the envelope for that. And I...
Wow. Oh my goodness. Wow. I think any of us who make movies know that you kind of dream of this moment. You know you do, right? I could deny it, but I have been dreaming about this moment for so long. But it seemed so unlikely that it would ever actually happen. And now I'm standing here and everything's kind of gone out of my head. The reason this movie was the movie that it was Chris Nolan. He is singular, he is brilliant, and I'm so grateful to you. But as Emma said, this is the thing that's fantastic about our jobs is that it's about collaboration, it's about teamwork, and our team was just incredible on this movie, so thank you to all of them, both cast and crew. Thank you to Universal for supporting us. And I want to thank Rich Gelfond at IMAX and everybody else at IMAX for believing in this movie when it maybe didn't make that much sense to do so. Thank you to all the theaters. As a moviegoer and as a filmmaker, that's why we do what we do. So thank you so much. And to my children, Flora, Rory, Oliver, and Magnus, who's not here tonight, thank you. And it's UK Mother's Day, so I'm thinking of my mum, who's no longer with us today, and my mother-in-law, Christina, who's here with my dad. So thank you. Oh, and thank you to the Academy. I'm so honored to be here.
I certainly want to thank the Academy. I want to thank Universal Pictures, Donna Langley, and the whole team there. I, of course, want to thank my family and my wife, who always has my back and is, as all my friends know, the secret weapon of my life. And I also want to thank James Woods and David Wargo for trusting me to move this project forward. They gave me the book, which I was fortunate enough to give to Chris and Emma. And finally, I just want to say that I've had this amazing 20-plus year experience with Chris and Emma. 5 movies over 20 years, and it's been one of the most exhilarating experiences I've ever had. They're a fantastic team, and just to be part of making movies with them has been completely thrilling. So thank you so much.
Isn't that great? Congratulations to Oppenheimer. If only there was some way for Christopher Nolan to text his family to tell them the good news. That's it for our show. I want to thank the Academy for having me. I want to thank our very hardworking producers, Raj Kapoor, Katie Milan, and Molly McNerney. Thanks to our great announcer, David Allen Greer, our band leader, Ricky Miner, our band, our director, Hamish Hamilton, and the whole Oscars crew. Stay up for a new Abbott Elementary, and join me on my show tomorrow with Dwayne Johnson, Justin Timberlake, and Robert De Niro. Thanks for watching the 96th Oscars. Good night.
During the show, Oscars were also presented for animated short film, War Is Over, inspired by the music of John and Yoko. For makeup and hairstyling, Poor Things. For production design, Poor Things. For costume design, Poor Things. For visual effects, Godzilla Minus One. For film editing, Oppenheimer. For documentary short film, The Last Repair Shop. For documentary feature, 20 Days in Mariupol. For cinematography, Oppenheimer. For live-action short film, The Wonderful Story of Henry Sugar. For sound, The Zone of Interest.